We have Beehive facing off with Freeze, which is exactly what the rain's doing, and it's coming down on my apartment complex right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I hope you.
Also, it might have eliminated the Beehive that was also on my apartment complex patio. So that's a very appropriate team names right now.
All right, let's get this started. We're a little behind schedule, but we're gonna get in here.
Just a touch, but we're good. Best of 5 series going on. We have Freeze. Team Freeze is one tap. Parzival and Savage Trix. We have Ash Savings, Hype, and Mizuno. They're on Team Beehive. We're about to get things underway as soon as I hit spectate. Should probably do that. 5 minutes on the clock, and we are underway. Here's the kickoff.
Good job by Zuno to be rotate back quickly for that save.
And now one tap with a pass across. It's up as Freeze, but Parzival, but Mizuno says no way. Denies it. Tries for a pass, but nobody home. Keeping the zone now is Team Freeze as one tap goes up for it. A great save on the back wall from Ash Savings over to Hype. And they'll try to move it back out. And just like we saw with the first series, it's a lot of unsureness, if that's a word.
Yeah, I think people. I think the team's just being tentative right off the start. You know, maybe not being as bold. Yeah, as we'll see as they go further in the series.
And we do see this every tournament and every series. It's you got to get used to playing on stream and with it has a little bit of a tournament feel here, so you have to be you have to adjust accordingly. So unfortunately, not a lot of good passing here quite yet. A lot of missed balls, but I'm sure as the game develops, we'll be all right. We'll see a lot more of that. Here's a chance from one tap. Oh, and he tried to follow it up with a great save. Trying to keep the zone. Mizuno not the best touch. A chance for Parzival, but it goes high. And now it's Team Beehive trying to get it back out, but a chance again. Hype. This will go down to Mizuno, but again, keeping the zone and just pressure is on.
So much pressure right now. Finally, Ash getting a clear, but look at Parzival already up for that ball, pushing it back into Beehive's half.
It's the anticipation so far from Team Freeze that has definitely been the showcase as they continue to push, and Team Beehive just needs to find a way to try to get it out. Do it though, and the first goal is going to come from one tap.
Yeah, you just see as soon as somebody from Beehive hits the ball, automatically, you know, Team Freeze is there to keep the pressure going.
Early lead from Team Freeze. We got the 1-0 lead. It's been an onslaught from Team Freeze so far in the beginning stages of this series, but as Beehive tries to figure it out and try to find a way to find some passes maybe out of the defensive zone, it doesn't seem like they found the equation to do it yet. But here's one clear and a chance. Here's Hype with a chance, a shot. That one's gonna go just wide, but it's Ash Savings up for it. A chance and down and in. Oh my! What a read from Ash Savings. Ties the game at 1.
Good pass there by Hype. I think Hype might have been going for a shot, but it's a good thing it bounced off the side corner and pops right up Ash, just hitting up at the bottom of his car.
Exactly right. The bottom of the car is where you get the least power, so being as high as Ash Savings was, a good recognition of that, and able to get a soft touch to put it back and in. So again, tie game here, as we're about halfway through game 1 now. Here's a chance for Mizuno to get a pass over to Ash. Parzival with a great read though. Here's Hype on the side wall, trying to get a pass across, finding a teammate, but one tap able to cut that one off. Here's Parzival with a chance. Oh, good fake across. Oh. Now tries to find one tap and pass across, but Hype able to cut that one. Great read. And now it's Team Beehive that tries to move it back out.
And beautiful play created there. We saw the demo and goal and the fake as well, but unfortunately that touch took it to the side. But yeah, what an opportunity.
Beehive finally coming alive in the offensive zone. Right when I say that though, one tap in the offensive zone for Team Freeze. Here's a touch, it's back down, but not quite in. A good double touch, sets it up for Trix, but a little bit too quick, not patient. Parzival just high, and Ash Savings gonna get it out to the sidewall now, but again, the pressure mounts from Team Freeze.
The ball seems to just keep floating right in front of Beehive's goal, and no one getting able to get that final touch to knock it in, but so many opportunities.
Team Freeze has been knocking on the doorstep. The need to finish is crucial. As you can tell now,
Another
here's a shot from Trix. There is not able to get it as hype as they came off the wall, but not able to connect. And now it's a 2-1 lead for Freeze. Oh, what a shot from Trix.
Hype a little slow there, waiting near post, and I'm not sure if he was waiting a little too long for that play to unfold and wasn't able to turn fast enough to get that save.
And a good recognition from Trix to get on it and make sure they capitalize on it, because they haven't been capitalizing on a whole lot of opportunities, but they still find themselves up 2-1.
Yeah, they've had a lot of opportunities, just not, you know, being able to finish them. But we've just seen so much pressure from Team Freeze so far.
But now it's Beehive in the offensive zone. It's the patience of Parzival that will try to get it out now. He's cleaned up by one tap. Now he's on the sidewall. Trying to get a pass across to Trix. That one's going to land. He's going to retreat. One tap with the call now. Hype missing. Messina back out, but again, Parzival right there at midfield.
Stopping it right in midfield.
Like it's a great job. It seems like the strategy from Team Freeze is to kill it in the middle and keep the pressure on, but here's Hype. Misses, but Mizuno is in the right place, and she'll clean it up. It's now 2-2, tie ball game.
Great job by Hype to set that one up. Ash just putting it across the top. I almost got scared there for Beehive. Everyone committed to that play, and thankfully Zuno was able to finish it off.
And not only did everybody commit, but then when you see Hype miss that ball, you think that it's over in the offensive chance, but Mizuno just in the right place to come in and tie the ball game up with 15 seconds left.
Yeah.
Another chance for Freeze, but just a pass, it seems like. Here's a chance, and Beehive goes for the shot. A great save from Trix. Oh my, with 5 seconds left. Ball still in the air now. Here's a chance for Team Freeze. Hit up in the air, but Ash gonna let it wisely elects to let it hit the ground. And we have ourselves overtime in game 1.
Zuno popping that up. She's chasing after it. Not gonna be able to get the third touch though.
Tap with a great pass to Trix, but it doesn't connect. A little bit slow. Here's one tap again. Here's Parzival with the chance. Shot across, and the follow-up by Savage. Great save from Ash. Keeping the pressure on now is Team Freeze, as they're still in the offensive zone. Mizuno trying to carry it out. But again, it's Team Freeze just waiting at half court. That seems to be the strategy, is to keep the pressure on, keep the pedal in the metal. Although a tie game's going on, it seems like Team Freeze has the momentum so far in this series.
Yeah, and Freeze, you know, we see, you know, they seem to be setting up that wall at midfield, and when Beehive breaks through, it's dangerous because that's when they've scored. We see a little bit more even back and forth right here, though.
And One Tap has been making some. I know One Tap personally from my stream. He is super talented individual, as you see Ash now with the pass across, but nobody home. I've seen One Tap constantly in my stream with some great mechanical skills when it comes to team play. And when he gets to a higher level, he's finding these passes, and it's just crazy to see how when you get to a higher level, you're just able to connect with anybody that you can.
Yeah.
And I think he's showing that exactly that right now. Up in front now for Team Freeze. Again, nobody home.
Yeah, there you saw One Tap again making a play happen right in the middle. Unfortunately, nobody from his team there to finish it, though.
It just seems like Team Freeze is as much pressure as put on, it seems put it in. Here's Ash to try to 50. One tap, he gets it past, tries for another touch, but Mizuno in the right place. Another shot here.
No.
Oh, and Mizuno didn't have the boost to get across, and Parzival wins it for Team Freeze for game 1. They're up 1-0 in the series.
Yeah, interesting rotation by Hype there. He saw, you know, Zuno getting that save, and then he went to the corner to steal that boost, and unfortunately it didn't pay off for him. Zuno couldn't get back to that 1-0 boost. What is your takeaway from game 1, though?
Game 1, it seemed like Freeze had the advantage. Definitely the offensive pressure. It's a dangerous ball game. It doesn't matter what mode you're in, whether it be 2v2 or 3v3. Keeping the offensive pressure and basically committing with all 3 players in the offensive zone, very risky. Yeah. But Team Freeze did a great job of keeping the offensive pressure. The fact that the game was as close as it was, in my opinion, was surprising because Freeze seemed like they had the advantage overall in that game.
Yeah.
And although they came away with the victory, it seems like the close victory isn't enough for them. So look for them to bounce back and just dominate this game too. But if you're Team Beehive, you got to look for a way to counter this.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I'm actually surprised, from how Team Freeze was playing that the score, went into overtime that game. I think the key for Beehive going into game 2 is going to be trying to find a way to keep their rotations tight and keep the pressure on the ball to break through that that wall that Freeze is seeming to be set up.
It definitely seems that way. To break through that barrier is easier said than done for sure. It'll take definitely passing out of the defensive zone in order to escape it. Once they get that, they might have an easy advantage. But we'll have to find out. They seem very eager. Beehive was the first one to join their teams in this one. We're on the game 2. Here's the kickoff. Off the side wall now. It's going to go to Hype, who elects to just leave it there. And again, it's Freeze in the offensive zone. Ash able to get it past. But it's one tap again. Gonna collect. Gonna try to get 3 more touches away from Mizuno, but she puts it over to Ash Savings, and those are the passes they need.
Yeah, everyone was just waiting for that ball to come down, and one tap just kept it floating in the air.
That's that skill I was telling you about in the air. Any kind of card control in the air, super important. Obviously, at the higher levels, you see it all the time. Nothing too special about it. Just like you see from him
no
again.
Way.
Oh, the quadruple touch, but still not able to convert. Again, his tap seems to be the story of his life here as Beehive attempts to escape the zone.
Yeah, no one trusted he was going to get that pass, and then it was just floated down in front of the goal.
Oh my, and it's hard to trust a quadruple touch in just the skill level that he has. As he again presses the zone. Mizuno going to miss this one. It's up and again. Here's Trix down. But Ash in the right spot. Here's an open net. Just needs to get around to get the pinch. And does. It hits off the post and it's in. It's a 1-0 advantage for Beehive.
Beautiful awareness by Ash there. Popped it up. Caught the rotation from Team Freeze. And like we said, everyone from Team Freeze has been pushing up. So, as soon as Ash got it past that last player, wide open goal.
And a great comeback after the game 1 didn't go their way. Beehive still looking for their first win in the series, but again, we're not too far in now. Just one game in, and it's Freeze with the advantage here. As both players miss, and a back pass from Mizuno unfortunately goes over the teammate, and now it's Trix in the zone, a chance for a pass, and gets a 50, but it's going to go back to center. Here's a chance for Zuno, who's demoed by Parzival. Great demo here, and then he'll elect to get it back out.
Parz is on the hunt right there. He saw Zuno had time to go up for that air dribble, and he did not want that to happen.
Now let's see Beehive trying to press the zone here. Hit up the corner. One tap for him. He'll knock it back out, and Zuno from her own corner now. A tap off the ceiling. Tries to get it past with one top again. So quick to get the zone. Here's Trix again with a follow-up. Trying to get one more touch, nothing doing. Oh, it was Parz trying to get a pass across, but nothing doing. And now we're seeing a lot of back and forth action between these two teams. And although, again, it's Freeze that looks like they're pressing the offensive zone, right now it's Beehive with the advantage.
Yeah, it looks like Beehive is trying to bring some of that pressure, that we saw from Freeze in the first game. They're trying to bring some of that gameplay to their style right now and, put the pressure back on them. And it seems to be working pretty well so far.
It does. It's, again, when you don't capitalize on your chances like Team Freeze, but here comes one. A great save.
What a save from Ash right on the goal line.
And as much as Beehive has been in the defensive zone, they've done a great job of being in the defensive zone, of not double committing. At least they're able to get it out of the zone.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just a little bit of miscommunication by Freeze. They've had some really, really close opportunities. Just that third man wasn't there to finish it off.
That's exactly right. As one tap tries to move it out now, trying to up the Trix now. That's a little bit too far for her to handle. It'll be wide. And Mizuno will move it out to the sidewall. 1:48 left in this game. 1-0 advantage for Team Beehive. They're down 1-0 in the series. There's a chance for Trix to get a pass across. But it seems to be the moral of the story. Trix with, again, good ideas, but just seems to overshoot the pass whenever he has the opportunity.
Oh, Ash almost making that play happen with the double tap off the backboard.
Parzival coming down to help out. One tap. Here's Hype from the back wall now. Misses the touch, though. Here's a chance. Trix gets the touch. It's off the corner wall now. It's up for Pars. Puts it across the Trix. Another shot from Pars. That one easily cleaned up from Ash, though. And he'll try to escape the zone past Trix. And now they're on the offense. One tap from the back wall now. He's going to play it to himself with a good touch. But again, a good 50 from Team Beehive. Just trying to kill some time at this point. If you're not in the offensive zone and you're in the lead, you might as well just try to kill some time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, you know, like you said, Beehive's been doing a great job on defense so far this game, and I think if they just need to keep that up for this last 45 seconds to come away with the win here.
But here's one tap with a shot. Nobody's back. It finds its way in, and as much as we've been bragging about that defense from Beehive, a breakdown is going to be the difference here. It's a tie game 1-1 with 40 seconds left.
Isn't that the caster's curse? As soon as you say something, it just falls apart right in front of you.
I feel like it's even more gravitated towards me, but yes, absolutely what I'm preaching right now. But here's a chance again. Oh no.
It's just gonna float in.
No, they're not able to get back. And with 37 seconds left, they had the lead, and now they surrender it to Team Freeze. It's now 2-1 with 35 left.
I think Hype had pushed up for that kickoff, and I think he just pushed up a little too far. He was a little close to that kickoff, and unfortunately the ball bouncing over his head. And in the last 10 seconds, we see Team Freeze bringing their...
Showing up. Here's a shot again. On target. Pars is up again. A little bit of a floater.
What a save from Ash. Ash coming out of nowhere for that one.
You got to ride this momentum now. You only have 7 seconds. Here's a pass back to Ash. They're working it now. A good touch to get it past one. Trix off the side wall. They need to press now. A pass across. Nothing doing. Pars gonna get it out temporarily. Pars again with a good touch across. It's a pass, but nobody's home. As long as they tap it down, they're good to go, and Trix will do just that. And Team Freeze will put them up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, and yeah, unfortunate for Team Beehive. We just see that, you know, we were talking about that pressure again. 4 shots from Team Beehive that whole game, and it's it looks like 9 shots from Team Freeze. So you see the discrepancy there. You know, Freeze is just putting on so much more pressure. Beehive, you know, we had talked about they were bringing the pressure back. They almost had that. It just fell apart in the last 45 seconds.
It did seem like an onslaught from Freeze, and again, you say the shot clock, and it surprises me because let's look at it. Beehive had the lead for a solid 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then for Freeze to come back and 2 quick goals, and not only that, but they didn't score a 3rd goal. They just did what it took.
Yeah.
And that seems to be the difference in the series so far, is doing what it takes, and that's what Freeze has over Beehive.
Absolutely. All right, well, going in, it'll either be a clean sweep here, or we're gonna see Beehive with making a comeback.
It's definitely gonna be tough for Beehive to kind of scoop their way out of the hole that they've dug themselves in. Pardon my English. As they try to work out of this, they have what it takes. They know that they can win games. Unfortunately for them, when they get a lead, it's gonna be difficult for them to keep it. And the reason being is, whenever Freeze gets on an offensive onslaught, as good as the defense is, it's very hard to defend, even if you have a lead, if you don't keep the pressure on in the offensive zone. You got to keep Freeze from keeping the offensive pressure on.
Yeah.
And I don't think Beehive is capable of it, to be honest. Again, Caster's Curse. Let's talk about it. Maybe it's possible that they can do this, but I'm not getting my hopes up. I think Team Freeze might take it here. But again, I think we're going to... are we going to try to set up a new lobby? I think that they might have gone down here. Maybe they're switching cars, but we're just waiting on the next game to start.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, Prit Paul, what's up, man? Also, thanks for stopping by. Queen unfortunately got caught up with work, and so we had somebody step in for her. All right, we got everyone back though, so we're gonna jump in here to game number 3.
There you go. Team Beehive trying to switch it up any way they can. Not a bad idea. Hey, get the momentum going any way you can. If you have to back out and see if you can get some time in between, if that's what it takes. Again, like we were saying, Team Freeze has done what it's taken to get to the 2-0 lead in the series, but we are underway with game 3.
Ash up quick for this one, trying to get a flip reset under 1. It's just sitting there. Zuno can't get it in, unfortunately.
I was so close,
So
but they can't convert now. Now across, but Trix in the right spot. One tap trying to come back for a back check on Hype. Nothing doing. And Zuno gonna play it off the wall now. No boost here, trying to do whatever she can to get in here, but nothing doing. And it's Ash trying to push the zone. But again, Freeze trying to keep it on. But now it's, look at this. This is Beehive putting on the offensive pressure. This is not something we've seen in this series so far.
Yeah, I think they're finally figuring out. We see a little bit of missed touch from Hype there. But I think they're finally figuring out how to counteract this Freeze team, little by little.
They figured it out a little bit. Another chance from Freeze though from the miscommunication. A bump and Hype puts it in.
What a play!
And just like in game 2, they take the lead. Can they hold on to it? Recognize that one tap was the last back and they get the bump. They're up 1-0.
Great awareness from Hype, just patiently waiting, and Ash is coming out of nowhere, blindsided one tap. There was nothing he could have done about that.
No way you can see it, and that's we've seen in chat. It was like some comments about how they're sneaking, and that proves to be the case here. Now one tap hits it in the par. Trying to press the zone here. A good pass. Now they're escaping the zone with passes. Here's Trix trying to get a pass down to one tap. There's a chance. Oh my. But great cleanup on the defensive end by Team Orange, aka Team Beehive. But again, they're on their heels. Here's Mizuno trying to get a pass across, but one tap cuts that one off. Here's a chance in the offensive zone. Gets one touch. Pars misses though. Here's a chance in the other zone for Beehive. Up with it is Zuno. Tries to get the.
What a stop!
Oh, it's a dunk, and Zuno comes through for Team Beehive. And they're not messing around in game 3. It's 2-0.
I initially thought Zuno was going to take her time, and because we had a 2-on-1, I thought she was going to pass it to Ash, and decided just to take it herself. What a dunk.
Great solo play there from Miss Zuno, showing why Team Beehive is here in the first place. They've definitely got skills. As long as they keep it up in the offensive zone and keep some pressure on, they should be good. But again, we haven't seen much of it in the series. Game 3 seems to be different. A chance in the offensive zone again for one tap as he passes it to Parzival. A pass across to Trix, but a great cleanup from Mizuno. She seems to be taking the team by storm right now.
Yeah, Zuno playing very, very aggressive this game, which is nice. I feel like the whole Beehive team right now is playing more aggressive, which is doing well for them. And of course, as soon as I say that, here we go. Team Freeze.
How do you pronounce it? Coster's Curse? Right when we talk about it, it's another shot there from one tap, puts it in the back of the.
Every time I say something, every time.
I swear it's a real thing. It really is. It really is. There's Hype with a chance to shot, but Pars in the right spot will clear it back out. 2:33 remaining on the clock. Again, Beehive in the lead, but they're in the same position in game 2 and gave it away. What's going to be the difference for them to keep the lead here in game 3?
Yeah, I think the mistake last game was they did try to sit back and play defense, and I think honestly with Team Freeze they have to keep the pressure up almost like they're down by 1 and trying to score another goal, just because if they let Team Freeze have too much time, keeping the pressure on in their half, Team Freeze is going to score eventually.
Definitely right. If you take the foot off the gas for a second, you can see what happens. A great shot from Hype. Up by Parzival though. Back down the field, a minute 50 left as they now find themselves on the way, a place where they have to push. Ash with a great job to jump over the ceiling. A quick play here. Elects to back off. Hype didn't know it, so a little bit slow to get to that challenge, and now it's going to be Freeze that tries to get it back out. Still stuck in their zone though. Again, this is exactly right. Beehive doing exactly what you said, keeping the pressure on. It's been working for them so far, but again, a minute 26 left in this one.
Yeah, there's still lots of time to play, so I think to be safe, they would need to get one more goal just to keep the cushion there. Hype almost making it happen there.
And Zuno trying to come in and get a shot off. And Team Freeze would like nothing more than to eliminate this in 3. Eliminate this series in 3. Win it in 3, because going on to the next one, momentum a real thing at this level of Rocket League.
Absolutely.
If you let a team come back in, they will find a way to beat you. It's just as magical as a caster's curse. Momentum is a real thing. So we'll see. Again, it's up to Beehive though to keep the pedal in the metal here as Freeze goes up. A miscue from Hype and an easy cleanup from one tap, and they tied it 2. It's deja vu again. 37 seconds left, and they give it the lead. It's now T2.
Yeah, and Ash fully trusted that Hype was going to be able to get that, and Hype honestly just needed to touch it to, you know, knock it out of the way, and just wasn't able to connect with the ball there, and unfortunately paid for it.
Has to be out of their mind if you're Team Beehive. You gotta let this one go. It's deja vu of the last series, but again, you cannot let it get to your head. You have to keep pushing just like you have been. Hype tries to put it in the zone. Here's one tap playing it from his zone. Good tap to get it past, but Hype back in the zone. Parzival with a good read though, so it's not able to get to Ash. You put it back out. Here's one tap trying to get a double touch. It's such a curious situation on the defensive end for Beehive. Luckily, they survived the scenario.
Yeah, that was Freeze's chance right there, coming down to the last 3 seconds.
It's up in the air. Here's Zuno trying to keep it up. Again, they're going to tap it. Good job from Freeze. Put this one in overtime. Now they have a chance to win the series here. Now it's Team Freeze from their defensive end. One tap. Demo comes in a shot, and Trix cleans it up. Now Zuno gonna go back across, trying to find his teammate, but Parzival in the right chance. Here's Zuno again, but nobody home, and one tap. Back in the zone is Ash. Tapped away by one tap. He'll try to get there. Limited boost from him, and Mizuno put it back in. A good pass across. Oh, Ash not able to connect. That's unfortunate. Beehive had a chance to put it to a 2-1.
Yeah, Ash had a great opportunity there to score, and unfortunately just missed the connection with the ball. It's just hovering down there in front of Freeze. We see so much pressure from Beehive right now.
Oh, and they had their chance. They just weren't ready for the miss. It's uncharacteristic of Freeze, but here's Ash. Oh, a defensive chance. Here's Hype with the follow-up. That one's just wide. And Freeze moves it back out, trying to get the 50. Great job on the 50 there, but Ash with a good fake tries to play it to a teammate. It's kind of hanging there in midfield now. Ash across. Here's Zuno.
Just off to the side.
Just a little bit off. Now one tap puts it back in the zone. Oh, 1v1. One tap. You don't want that. Good bump. Oh, it just goes high. Here's Parzival. Keeping the pressure on. Oh, what a touch. It was a flip reset. That was unexpected. I didn't think he got it, but it remains 2-2.
The pressure seemed to go. Oh, there's a great shot from Freeze from Parzival.
Still on the throttle is Team Freeze. As Trix moves it back in. Hype with a good challenge, though. They put it back in the zone. 143 in. We hang at midfield now. One tap with the touch. Here's Zuno to put it back at midfield. Again, they press Parzival. A pass across from one tap to Trix. Oh, it's just wide. And Hype will move it back out. Here's their chance to press it. Zuno with the floater, but somehow one tap with the speed to get back. He makes a save.
And everything on the line here. You know, if Beehive doesn't win this game, they're going to be leaving, getting swept. If they win this, though, we're going to take it to a game 4. And they're putting everything into this right now.
But it's the same intensity that they've been putting on the defensive end all game. They just need the offense to click as well. 2:22 left with a 2-2 score. That's appropriate. We put Ash back in the zone now. Gets one touch past. Here's one tap trying to find Trix here. A good pass back over his head. Here's Parzival. Back to one tap in the defensive zone. And we continue to have this game work its way deep into.
Ash finally clearing it out of their half. It seemed like the first half of this overtime, it was all Team Beehive with the pressure, and suddenly it's switched back to Freeze.
Which is not a good sign if you're Beehive, because you've finally figured out how to be on the offensive side of things. That's what's been killing you in the series. And now if you let Freeze get the momentum on the offensive side, it's going to be just like it was before in the beginning of the series. Oh, a good dunk here from Ash. They got to get back to it. They can't.
What a floater.
A great challenge and floater from Ash as he just, what a read on one tap, and Parzival just lacking the boost. Try to get something going, but not able to do it. And just like that, Beehive is one game behind. It's 2-1 in the series.
Wow, what a game. That was so back and forth, and you know, it was so great for it to go into overtime. We see the shots finally starting to come even. Beehive coming in with 11 shots this game, so they definitely upped the pressure. They upped, you know, their shot percentage, trying to get more opportunity, create more opportunities for themselves.
If you're team Beehive, that's exactly what you need. More shots. As you saw, they got outmatched in the first one, and what happened? In game one, they lost.
Yeah.
In game two, same scenario. They got outshot, and again, the offensive pressure was too much from Team Freeze. It was their win again.
Yeah.
So Beehive went down. Now when they outshoot the defense when they're on the offensive end, great what they're doing in the past 2 games where they jump up to a lead. The difference was in game 3, they actually scored the first goal. They weren't chasing the game. They actually had the game in their hands, and I think that made a big difference in this one.
Yeah, and that's what happened, you know, in game 2 as well. You know, game 2 kind of fell apart with that kickoff, but you know, they slowed it down. They kind of controlled the pace of the game. We saw flashbacks though of that in this one, and you know, they kind of fell apart a little bit, but thankfully able to bring it back in overtime. We're gonna jump into game 4 here though. Yeah, what a great series though.
It has been extremely exciting. Beehive trying to work their way back in it after T1 at least. We can see that they've not only kept the games close, but you know, they've started to make some adjustments. And as we know from this level of Rocket League, adjustments is the biggest part of winning any series. But we'll see if they can work their way back in this one.
Pars keeping that alive off the sidewall. Up to Savage. Savage gonna be bumped around by Hype.
Keep the pressure in now. Oh my, it's a difficult save. A great pass across, and Trix finishes it. Again, a great pass there from Parzival as he beats Ash. A great find there in the middle, just a breakdown in defense. And like we were saying, Beehive, the key was that they jumped out to an early start, but now they find themselves down 1-0 in game 4.
Yeah, Zuno got caught near post. Unfortunately, tried to half flip quickly to get back to that, but wasn't quite fast enough.
Across.
Oh, wow.
Careful. Oh, and one tap on it. Good read from him, knowing it's coming off the ceiling. As much as Hype wanted to get a clear here, the 50 puts it across, and an easy read for one tap. He puts it in an early 2-0 lead for Team Freeze.
Yeah, great quickness by one tap there to, you know, beat Ash that ball. I don't think Ash knew he was even coming that quickly. But yeah, good job by one tap to get there fast enough.
Great read from him. Here's a chance. Oh, they needed that. Team Beehive, it hung on the goal line. Not able to get it though. Now here's an offensive chance for Team Freeze. A shot from one tap again. Clean up by Hype now. Here's a counter attack. Here's Hype in the zone. Tries to get a 50. It's a cross. Here's Zuno with a good read. It's off the crossbar. They need to get one more touch. It's back now, but a great read from Trix. Unfortunately, they weren't able to take advantage of the opportunity, and it remains 2-0.
That was so close. Zuno played that perfectly, though, just baiting the defender out. Unfortunately, though, popped it too high to make a play happen. It's there again. Nobody able to finish it.
Opportunity after opportunity for Team Beehive. They just can't connect yet. Again, the game is early, though. Just a minute and a half into the game 4. Again, if you're just joining us, Team Freeze up 2-1 in the series. Here's a chance from Trix, trying to get one across as well, but Hype able to clean it up. And in a best of 5, Beehive with their backs against the wall, they need to capitalize on every opportunity they get. Across again, one tap with one touch, trying to get over to Trix now, but Hype keeping the zone. Parzival, again, a weak clear, but one more touch, trying to get it out. Ash gets it on top of the car. Trix with the challenge. It's Zuno trying to get another touch. Unfortunately, not able to connect. And now Parzival finds Trix down the field. It's a pass across, trying to get one more as a 50. Hanging in there, Parzival tries to get one more, unable to connect. And luckily for Team Beehive, it stays to a 2-0 disadvantage.
Ash finally getting it clear out of their half. Yeah, so many opportunities from Beehive. It just the ball sitting right. Oh, and an own goal comes out from one tap. It looked like Hype keeping the pressure on.
It was an unfortunate bounce for one tap as that one comes across and Hype able to put it off Parzival.
That was actually Parzival, yeah.
That's unfortunate position from him. He seemed like he was in the right spot. It's just the miss hit from one tap kind of put him in a spot where it's like, what do I do with this hit? Fortunately, in the wrong spot for that one. But now, again, it makes it interesting. Beehive, although not the way they wanted to score with more conviction, but they're only down by 1 right now.
Yeah, and, we're only halfway through this game. Plenty of time to make something happen. Zuno trying to slow that ball down, but Freeze is keeping the pressure on. Oh, and it almost floated in. What a save from Hype right on the goal line.
Hype somehow realized that Zuno is not game. Tab realizes nobody's back for him. And one more touch. It's Ash across and Zuno. And we have a tie ball game in game 4. It's 2-2.
Wow, what a great play. Ash setting that one up. Zuno so quick to that ball. Savage. Trix was not able to get back fast enough for that. And we have a tie game in game 4. 2-2 with 2 minutes left remaining.
You said it best, man. Plenty of time in this one, and Team Beehive, again, like they did last time, is at least keeping up with Team Freeze as far as shots go right now. As it stands, it is, well, it's 8-5 in favor of Freeze, but again, not the disadvantage they saw in game 1.
Yeah, and they did go down by a quick 2 goals, but they've started to play smarter, and we saw them bring it back very quickly.
But again, it's Team Freeze that continues to keep the pressure on, as now a great patience from her as she tries to get a flick across, but Trix with the great patience himself will be Freeze in the zone. 1:17 remains, 2-2 on the scoreboard. Again, it's 2-1 in the series in favor of Team Freeze, as they had the advantage here in this game as well, but unfortunately surrender the lead now to Beehive. Now Ash with a chance, a great touch across, but again, one table with a great read, and it's a pass as well, but Ash in the great position to cut that one off.
Yeah, great job by Hype to get back for that ball. I saw Hype and Zuno were bumping each other in the midfield. Almost looked like they would get caught on rotation.
That's one tap trying to 50, and
what a
great
banger.
one against Hype. And Ash somehow gets that read, but Trix still keeping the throttle on now. As Parzival, that's a tough read. Unfortunately, not able to connect. Zuno gets it out, but unfortunately, it's right back to one tap, and he's able to set up a passing play down the field. What a touch.
What a touch to get that all the way downfield.
Another touch to set it up for Parzival. Here's a chance. Recognizes that Trix is coming up. Maybe he doesn't.
I don't
it's
think
a double
so.
commit. Here's a chance. Zuno not able to connect.
Missing.
Putting it back in the zone. 9 seconds remains on the clock. Here's Ash putting it in deep. With Parzival putting it back out now. 3 seconds remains on the clock. It might hit the corner here. Hype's got to be careful with this one. Just gets a touch. And once it lets it hit the ground, they want to elect to take it into overtime. I don't blame them. Here's overtime. Game 4. Lifeline for Beehive. They need to win this game. Otherwise, this series is over. As Zuno gets a touch over to Hype. A great touch over to Ash. Trying to put it back to Zuno. Zuno gets a touch as well. It's back to one tap, though. He's got plenty of boost for this one. He's dangerous in the air. But Hype able to elect to find a way to get it out. Here's Hype with a shot, and Trix will just put it up, and they'll have to retreat.
Yeah, and you just see Beehive really, really wants this. They're coming out swinging with the demos, the passing plays in this overtime, trying to take it to a game 5. Ash with a quick shot.
And a shot comes. Oh, it was close. Hype with the follow-up, but a great save from Freeze as they elect to not give this one up. They're not trying to surrender. They want to win this game on this one. They've already given the momentum to Team Beehive as they got one in the last one. Now Parzival this shot. Hype able to get this one out, but Trix back in the zone. Nobody's able to connect on this one. A chance at a shot, and Trix ends the series. Team Freeze wins in overtime and wins the series 3-1.
Mizuno just not able to get the touch there. Hype desperately trying to get back to get a touch on this. Ash quickly backed off of jumping up for that. And unfortunately, no one was able to get there fast enough. Trix, what a great finish to the series, though.
For sure, and we talked a lot about one tap and build in the air, and then we see Trix follow that one up and get the game winner. Again, 2 goals, 1 save, and 3 shots in that last game for Trix. Well done. Unfortunate that bounce.